you know that the incidence of adjunct attacks has risen by 243% in the past 5 years? It's true. Rabid adjuncts are a menace to students, teachers, and even your children. And it's only gotten worse since 9/11. There are only 3 rules to remember when confronted with an adjunct professor. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Remember, the adjunct professor has probably never dealt with actual humans before. He or she is liable to be skittish, easily startled, a bit afraid. Treat him or her as you would a young colt, with the temper of a 3-year-old and the emotional stability of a modern-day Britney Spears. Approach the professor slowly, making no quick, jerky movements which might alarm them. Make your boundaries clear and maintain them. Like an emotionally stunted toddler, the professor needs to know what behavior is and is not acceptable. Be firm, but gentle.
Hi there, Professor. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Would you like to have some pizza and some beer and go and talk about church history?
No. How is the paper grading going? We handed those in last week.
Yeah, that's going fine. Let's talk about it over pizza and beer.
I'd really like to get my paper back. I'd like to see what to work on for next time.
Okay, well, we could go together and we could grade the papers. You could help me?
No.
Okay. So you're thinking I should grade the papers now?
I think my classmates and I would appreciate that.
Well, who's going to have the pizza and the beer? You and your friends?
That could work.
Oh, because you're the student?
Yes.
And I'm the professor?
Yes.
So I should grade the papers now?
We would like that.
Okay. Well, I'll do that. And I'll give you homework then.
That works well.
Do the readings, write a paper.
Okay. Anything you want in the paper?
Maybe a thesis.
I can do that.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Sure.
If your professor is quick and responsive to training, he will respond to your boundaries with some of his or her own. As you can see, this professor shows immense promise. But unfortunately, there are just some adjuncts who are not so easily trained. Here, at the Sad Clown Rest Home, we can see some of these warning signs firsthand. They range from a fixation on one particular word to an obsession with arts and crafts. Or the professor may exhibit a compulsive need to incorporate every single aspect of his personal life into the teachable moment. Here we have one such sad example. He was recently
Okay, class. What if you have a parishioner driving naked over the Tappan Zee Bridge, smuggling 50 dwarf rabbits? What's your pastoral response?
As you can see, a tragic case. Another warning sign is frequent, inappropriate displays of emotion. Now understand, once a month, twice a semester, not a problem. But when it gets to be every week,
Margaret Roper was such a lovely girl, such a lovely daughter. Oh, Margaret.
In such a situation, your best bet is to take quick and decisive action. Studies have shown that just one good CPE-style IPR session can be enough to turn the tide. And be sure to firm up your boundaries. You may not be able to save your grade, your naive belief in the innate goodness of every human being, or the budgie your professor claims has been lost, but you can save your sanity. And if worse comes to worse, call for help. A hotline has been set up with caring, trained professionals who have been in your shoes and who know how to help. And until help arrives, distance yourself from the professor. If necessary, lock him in a small, nearby windowless room. And remember, God loves the crazy professors, but that doesn't mean they should teach you.